You may fire when ready. Hello and welcome to another episode of Blastercaded Painting. Today we're going to continue with our Star Wars month here, and we're painting Tarkin and Tagge. See, when I was a kid, I think we called him Tagge. I don't know how to pronounce it, but if I say Tagge, that's why. So we're going to just do a quick speed paint on these guys, and also with Tarkin, I'll show you just some layering and stuff, just so you kind of have two different ways to do them, if you would like to. But enough of all that, let's get down to painting. First thing I did was give him a spray of gray and then a zenithal of white from above. It's a kind of a quick zenithal. And then I took some camo cloak and some speed paint medium, and this goes over all the green areas. So, yeah, pants, jacket, it's a coat. What is it? What is it called? Coat? Not a jacket. I guess it's yeah, it doesn't matter. Pants and everything on the upper part of the body. Now, let that dry completely. So, let it sit for a while, and just let it dry 100%. And then move on to some charming chartreuse and speed paint medium. Charming chartreuse. It's hard to say. And that's going to go all over the green. This gets us a little bit closer to that military green color that we're looking for. Yeah. And let's say we want to do some layering and stuff. Let's take some olive drab and let's just do the dry brush on Tarkin. So, I mean, the problem with green speed paints is they look patchy sometimes and you got to be careful, but we're going to try and just do some easy layering and stuff. And then we're going to take some camouflage green. We're going to add that into our olive drab, and we're going to do a layer up. And, you know, we'll just keep doing that. We'll keep adding in a little bit more camouflage green into that olive drab, just bringing up the colors, leaving the recesses dark. And, yeah, here's more of that camouflage green, and just bring it up like we normally do. You can leave it with the speed paints, or you can layer up the character like this. Pretty simple and easy way. We're aiming towards the edges and the upper parts. Yeah, really easy way to layer these guys up. I'll take some peachy flesh and some crusader skin, whew, and that's going to go all over their skin. This mix actually works out really well, and I think it looks better than when I am going to layer up Tarkin's skin, but well, you'll be the judge of that. But yeah, just get it all over their face and hands, basically. Oh, now is a good time to tell you about our other channel, Blastercaded Playing. We're over there and we play some games, so please, if you want to go check that out and maybe throw a sub or a like or something, or a baseball at us, I don't know, whatever. Then we're taking some orange brown. We're going to put that on Tagge's hair, Tagge, on his hair. Just, you know, one layer. Doesn't matter if it's patchy. And we will let that completely dry. Then we'll grab some brown black once that is dried, and we will put that over top, and that's okay if that's patchy too, so it gets a little bit of variation in the hair color. And that's an easy, quick little way to do hair, because his hair doesn't really have sculpted detail, it's just flat. Then we'll take some iceberg gray, and this is going in Peter Cushing's hair, Tarkin's hair here. And apologize for the focus, we're working on some technical difficulties. I think I have them sorted out now, but well, we'll see. I do really like how much more of Tarkin has been added into the canon, like with the Clone Wars and Rebels and then Rogue One. And I remember 2016 when Rogue One came out thinking, oh, the CG for his face is really cool. And now people just do that on TikTok. That's crazy. They just do face swaps at home, and they look better than that. Has it been 10 years since that movie came out? Oh, that's all this gray. I didn't have any of this when it came out. And we're going to take some Sunny Skin Tone and some Radiant Flesh. We're going to do Sunny Skin Tone first, and we're going to start adding in Radiant Flesh. So just that Sunny Skin Tone first, and just a layer up. So all the raised areas, leave that Peachy Flesh and Crusader Skin mix in the recesses as best as you can, and bring up old Tarkin's skin. You know, I smelled his foul stench when I opened up the box. So yeah, he's not a nice dude. But yeah, we're adding in a little bit more of that skin tone and bringing it up, and then we'll add a little bit of basic skin tone into that mix that we already have, and that'll be our last layer up of his skin. He's got to be a little bit more pale, you know, being an older gentleman. And we're going to take some silver gray, and we're going to do a layer up on his hair. Now his hair actually has some sculpted detail, which is nice. I don't know what AMG's problem is with sculpting hair detail into things sometimes, but it doesn't matter. I've talked about it lots. And we'll add a little bit of white into that silver gray, so we're pretty much almost at white, and we'll do another layer up. Got to give him his proper, you know, white old gentleman hair. Then we're going to grab some Grim Black. Now, this is easy. We can just do this on both of them. Grim Black is a great color, and it dries pretty solid. And that can just go on the belts and the boots. Basically, just those black areas, and we don't have to do anything else. Now we'll take some sterling silver here. This is the Vallejo True Metallics. They're really cool. I'm going to put this on Tagge's pistol. He's going to have like a silver pistol like Krennic has. Also their code bar, rank bar, and their belt buckle. Once that is dried, I'll take some sterling silver shade, and we can just put that on everything that we just did. Really, really simple. We're going to take some military shader here, and this is just going to go over Tagge's suit, you know, his uniform, outfit, his uniform, to try to tie it all together and make it less patchy. Then some angelic red, and that just goes on their code bars. Tarkin's is kind of blocked. Anyway, do the bases, and these guys are done. So what do you guys think? Super easy way to paint these guys up. Two ways, I guess. You can just go with the simple contrast, and that looks fine. The greens do end up looking a little patchy. I've always noticed that about speed paints and contrast paints, is some of the darker greens ends up being fairly patchy. But, I mean, doing the two colors and then the shade over top definitely helps it. Or you can just go through and layer it up like we did for Tarkin. Tarkin looks good. Tagge looks good. I personally think the skin tone of Peachy Flesh and Crusader Skin without any layers actually might look better than the layering. I guess it depends on the 3-foot rule, like what looks better far away. But closer up, I do think his skin tone looks better, and that's because it's a spray prime and then just the speed paints over top. It's nice when you see contrast speed paints work really well and you go, oh, I probably couldn't have done that on my own. What do you guys think? Is this a box that you'll pick up for your games of Star Wars Legion? I based them in the Hoth scheme because if I'm going to use them, I'm going to throw them into my Blizzard Force. Also, it tickles me to no end that they're standing out there in the freezing cold, and Tarkin, of course, is pretending like it isn't, and Tagge's got his arms crossed, upset, like he's quite freezing. That makes me laugh. And as always, we want to thank our Patreon supporters, Charming Grenade, Richie Fender, Blaster Boy Mike, Stuart Drake, and Bowties and Bugbears. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. And I want to thank all of you for watching today. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Go paint! 10 years. Oh.